My name is Justin Levene. In 2019, I was number 8 on the Short Trust Power100 disability list. It was quite a surprise. It came completely out of the blue because, to be honest, I hadn't actually heard of the Power list before. And so when I came through with the nomination and heard that I was in the top 8, it was a big shock. I didn't feel like it truly was deserved for me. But when I got to the event on the evening, I found out that that was a feeling that everyone had shared. Everyone was looking at the incredible work that the other nominees had done. So I think the primary reason why I was nominated was due to a global news piece which came out in 2017 of me crawling through Luton Airport when my wheelchair had been lost. That I went to the papers with a year after I'd been campaigning to try and have self-propelled wheelchairs in the airport. And after the airport had refused to do this, that is when I realized that I had to take it public to try and force the change. I believe this is the primary reason for my nomination. That coupled with the work I've been doing in Moldova, mentoring some of the country's orphans and young disabled children. So following on from Luton, one of the most important lessons I learned is that there's quite a big divide in the public between what they think is appropriate for those with an impairment and what is actually happening for people with an impairment in terms of equipment and provisions. And I really want to try and see the conversation move forward. I want to improve the education, improve the awareness. For me, sport was an integral part of my life, even before I became paralysed. And it was once I left hospital that I realised sport was going to be the best thing to try and help me get more independence and to really build up my confidence after I left hospital. And so one thing which I really want to see is to try and have more inclusive sport, not just dedicated events for people with an impairment, but something where everyone can be doing things together, whether that is a park run or whether it is a golfing event or playing wheelchair basketball with able-bodied and disabled alike. That's what I really want to see starting to improve in the country, to have more inclusion and everyone joining in together. So one of the there's two main things in my eyes. The first is the cost of equipment. That's the biggest barrier for anyone trying to do sport. If you want to do wheelchair racing, for example, then you're spending £5,000, £6,000, £7,000 on a racing chair before you even know if you're going to enjoy the sport. And the second thing is there are a lot of people that have tried these sports and then their old equipment is just gathering dust either in their sheds or it's just not being used anymore. So to try and bring all of that back into circulation, to enable people to come back into the sport, I think is one of the best things that we can do. Yeah, I think it's fantastic to be part of an organisation such as the Short Trust and to be involved in the Power list, not just from the nomination and to be in the event, but also since then to try and be involved in all of the activities which you have going and all of the projects to try and help with disabled people and to try and improve the different projects which are happening in the country. I think it's a fantastic thing. To be networking with all of the other people on the Power list as well, it's really important to bring us together so that our minds can work on the projects for the future.